go a little bit past these, and then Adam and I will get out and we'll just start along shoreline. That's what we're gonna do.
Dan with Presleys Outdoors. We're out at Double Cluck Farms in central Illinois. We're working with the IDNR today. They're out here getting ready to band up these Canada geese. They've got a pretty big brood. They've got about 50 to 60 geese, it looks like, on the water. And what they're doing, they've started at one end, pushing these birds all the way down. We've got 2 people in kayaks, a canoe. They also have a remote controlled boat. Everybody's working along the edges trying to funnel the geese down to the boat ramp on that side where they have the pen to catch them. They'll push them up into that, get them into that pen, and then we'll see the banding. So check this out.
We are in Fulton County, Illinois, capturing resident Canada geese. We refer to these as temperate breeding Canada geese. We try to capture several thousand around the state each year, get a representative sample for our population estimates of survival, harvest, basic population demographic parameters. Today we visited, I think, 3 locations. We've probably captured somewhere between 150, 200 geese, maybe 100 or so new bands applied, and then quite a few recaptured birds as well, birds that were banded in previous years that we have captured again. The recaptured birds we can use for survival estimates. We can use to determine if they are moving around in the local area or if they're coming from outside the local area. And look at survival from year to year, and also look at longevity records, things like that. Yeah, all kinds of useful information from banding. We typically consider them resident geese, so once they're established in an area, if they're successful breeding in that area, we refer to it as philopatric. They return to an area where they have been successful before, or an area where they were hatched. And so that's why we see local populations grow. If they were raised there, they're probably going to return to breed there. So yeah, once they have been successful in an area, they typically are going to probably stay there unless something changes drastically that causes them to move. Banding data is really important on multiple levels. We use it to track birds at a state level in terms of population sizes, survival, harvest estimates, and then also at a national or flyway level for the same purposes, but to know where the geese that we are harvesting in Illinois come from, and to know if those are from migrant populations or from temperate breeding populations, our resident populations. And so in the past, those things have played a lot into harvest regulations. In recent times, because temperate breeding populations are high enough and stable enough, harvest regulations have been liberalized significantly, and that trend is probably going to continue. But it's still really important to know, where our geese are coming from, how many we're shooting, how the population is growing, or if it's stable or shrinking, and we can get all of that information from banding data.
So there you have it, guys. I've never seen that before. It was unbelievable. It was a great experience to come out here and be a part of. It was amazing how quick they moved and how fast they were able to round those geese and get them in. I think the whole process from start to finish was maybe 45 minutes to an hour, and they were able to herd up about 60 geese. I think they said that around 30 to 40 bands is what they put on. So if you want to know more about banding process, check it out on your local DNR websites. I'm sure you can learn a lot more. Thanks.